Hello everyone. Today I will be teaching you how to do addition and subtraction in assembly language in CodeWarrior program. So if you don't know how to install a program, or if you don't know how to create a project at the beginning, I actually posted some videos about these information that you can find them on my YouTube video channel, and you can go there, watch them, and get yourself familiar with the program before you get to the actual writing the code and CodeWarrior. So uh, the first thing you're gonna do is creating the project, and then you're gonna start writing your project. As you know, everything is in red in this page is actually common, so the program won't actually recognize it as a coding, but it's always good to put comments on your code so you know what you're actually doing. Uh, the first thing that you need to do for the addition or subtraction, you need to know what instruction you're gonna use. For example, for addition, you can use uh, ABA, which is gonna add the accumulator B to the A, and then it's gonna store it in the A, and then you can save the value or use it however you want it. So to do that, if you want to do the addition, first of all, you need to load the value in the accumulator. So at the beginning, you need to do LDAA, which is just loading in accumulator A with hexadecimal value of 1. I put this hashtag here, so it's actually recognized it as an input number. If you don't have this hashtag here, it's gonna read this number as a location. Then it's gonna go to the address of that hexadecimal 1 and looking for the data. So I strongly recommend you put this hashtag here, and it's gonna help you a lot in your coding. There is another way to actually do the same thing. You can load the value from your variables that you stored somewhere else. For example, instead of doing the LDAA hashtag number 1, you can actually load it and from var1, which or variable 1, which is here, and we store it at this place with number 1. These two line of code is basically doing the same thing, but you can actually are able to load the value from somewhere else instead of writing it down each time at this point. So for example, sometimes you're getting the input from the device outside of your uh, microprocessor. For example, you have a dip switch that you want to instruct that information to this variable. Then that's how you're actually taking those information. You're gonna store it in this place, and then when you want to do the addition or whatever you want to do, you can load that value with this way. So the next thing is the next variable that or you want to actually add. So I just use the same thing. Instead, I just saved it in LDAB, which is loading the value of 2 in accumulator B or register B, and then adding accumulator B and A together. Well, but just let you know, it's going to add A and B, and it's going to save it in the A. So addition is going to happen in the accumulator A when you done with this line of code. And after that, if you like it, you can actually store the accumulator A value, which at this point is going to be 3, and it's going to store it in here, and this is storage place that I actually saved for it. Uh, just a quick note, whenever you want to store something and you want to make variables that like these two, you have variables and also you have a memory location that you want to save something in it in the future, it's always really good and it's actually better to make them separate in two different sections, because if you don't do it, it's not going to actually store the number in your memory location. That's how CodeWarrior actually works. And for subtraction, you can actually, the same thing, just load the value, whatever you want to load it, and then subtractor, which is SUBA, which is basically subtract A from this number, and then I like to store it at this place again. So let's go and actually debug it and see if there is any issue with the code. So there was no problem. And as you see here, we can step through it one by one. We're gonna load the value in from var1, which if you can see it here, it's gonna be A, which is 1. It's actually loaded. And then you're gonna load B with number 2. That's gonna store 2. And then you're gonna addition, which as you see here, 1 become 3, which is 1 plus 2, and then we can store it in st1. And as you can see here, st1 now it's the unsigned character of 3. Then for the subtraction, LDAA4, you can see the 4 here, and then we subtract 1 from it, which has become 3, and then I'm gonna store it in st1 again, which since I don't have any code after it doesn't show it. So that's all for this video. If you have any question, feel free to comment on the comment section, and I will make myself pretty happy to answer any question you might have. And also don't forget to like and share my videos so people that might need this information are actually getting this information as well. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.